When we're talking about a best of 7 strategy, the number of variables exponentially increases to where you suddenly
Yep.
have to collapse all the decks into one big strategy and expand from there, tweak a few things here and there to cover different angles of attack, just to guarantee a win with everything. So if a deck loses to Secret Mage, wait, hey, I have 2 other decks I can pull out that can both probably beat it because they've got a slight edge in the matchup. So Luker going to open up with the Paladin up against the Priest. And this from posesi is the combo Priest. And we've seen this play out before. Priest just usually shuts out the opponent, finds a way to close the game with some creative theft or just having a big minion setup early.
Yeah, just don't have the time with this combo Paladin to... You can stall for ages, but you need to stall for longer than ages. You need to stall for an eternity. And maybe he can get it going here with, Righteous Protector on 1 being probably correct this time around. Call to Arms on 3 or 4, Rallying Blade on 2 or 3. Maybe he can curve well enough to keep a big enough threat as the second Call to Arms makes that more of a reality.
I was going to say, you just want to play that Paladin deck like you would a Dude or Murloc Paladin, which means you want to play it like Zoo. And you don't have too many options to do so. Sure, you can get the occasional Plated Beetle into Wild Pyromancer opener, but most of the time, that's not the case. So I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Luker try to be a bit more aggressive here just to take out the 1-3 so it doesn't generate any value. Creating a 1-1, while on paper it seems great, just gives your opponent's Potion of Madness in some cases more value than they'd otherwise find.
But I feel
though it
this is the
protects
aggressive option because you get coin Call to Arms into Call to Arms. So it's
Right.
You're giving up a little bit of tempo now, but you're going to get double that tempo back by the fact you can play 6 minions in 2 turns.
It's down to Shadow Word Horror for posesi. Usually the card that tends to shut out opponents. He does play Master Spells as well, and he's got Duskbreaker. So Duskbreaker is the best card he can find here to completely remove Luker's board. There's also occasionally the ability to steal Loot Hoarders with the Potion of Madness. I wouldn't be surprised if that's what we saw this turn exactly.
Operative into Consecration will sort things out coming forward anyway for the short. The short term's not the issue. He'll get the board. It's all about whether Luker can delve through his deck quick enough, and going for this coin Call to Arms strategy means he's going to get 2 cards next turn, except he's not, of course, the potion. And then he's going to do it again, and then he should have enough stuff there to protect a Burgly Bully, maybe get a coin, Blessing of Wisdom. He's going to get a chance at this, but double Draconid is also, we've talked about already today, equally crazy.
Yeah, Luker needs to find equality with a Pyromancer at some early stage. Like, this is the problem, is that Priest gets high health minions early and fast. And they don't usually get too shy with their buffs, right? They just start throwing them out, and if you have the answer, then by all means go ahead. I'll find a vanilla 5/6 body to buff later on if you wipe my early board. So
Okay, Call to Arms is incoming, number 2. Not many things left. Be a Loot Hoarder, a Pyro, I forgot about the Dirty Rats. They're pretty handy.
yeah, they are. Given that the deck does not run Shadow Word Horror, but only Master Spells and Duskbreaker, again, one of the most resilient minions in the Paladin deck to throw up as a wall.
And posesi does need to be a little bit careful here because Burgly Bully coming behind this stuff, if he's too passive in removing the minions, is going to be a problem.
Even equality. I mean, there's so much wrong with having a Pyromancer unattended on the Paladin side.
Potion of Heroism, Blessing of Wisdom, both available next turn. There's so many things those 2 cards can do with or without the Pyromancer.
Yeah, Potion of Heroism plus Rallying Blade on turn 5 here, going to give Luker some flexibility as to how he wants to remove this. We'll see
Doesn't care about
exactly.
equality.
Has to commit, realizes he's got a good refill, right? Double
Yep.
Draconid Operative, we're fine. If this gets removed, at least we have a follow-up.
But it doesn't get removed, most likely here.
It looks to me like a Potion of Heroism Rallying Blade line of play here, because you can kill that 11-7 in the process.
And you can obviously pick up the equality, which will do something if you do get it. And like you say, you can kill off so many things. Huh.
Taking 11 never feels good, but they have very little aboard after that, and you do keep your Rallying Blade enabled, so there's some good follow-up potential. Tyrion Forging, not really a card you steal in that deck, as the deck does not run Cabal Shadow Priest, so Tyrion will get value regardless.
Yeah, and the draws should be pretty pure from this point on, but they're going to need to be because this double Draconid Operative is going to also be crazy. And Spike Steed in a combo Priest.
I mean, we've seen Spiker Steed lose the game when the Paladin plays it. So when the priest gets it, it's even worse.
That's nuts. +6 health in its own right within a fire.
Yeah.
So going for the arena play.
I mean,
Blessing of Wisdom, their big thing.
you just play it for vanilla value here. You really have not much of a choice. There is at least 8 damage coming your way. There could easily be any type of buff here to close out the game. Spike Seed plus Crazed Alchemist adds up another 4, if I'm not mistaken. So
Or you can just wait till next turn anyway.
right, exactly.
Yeah.
So on the following turn, he's able to just buff up and go. Is there any drawback to buffing your operative?
The only drawback is you're not playing another operative this turn.
Sure, then we just play the second operative and heal. I mean, let's go.
Yeah.
Big piles of stats. You can steal the health on this guy, the attack on this guy if you want to.
You know he doesn't have equality at this point because he would have used it last or 2 turns ago, so you're safe.
Giving coins is probably the one way you get roadblocked. So by playing a spell, or
Yep.
that can be a bit of a problem. So not playing coins or giving coins to your opponent gives you mileage against the potential Tyrion coming out. So despite the fact that there could be card draw, and that might be a problem, I think after you've committed no Sparkler Seed, you might just not attack with the 5/6 to give the clear.
I think you're right. I think you've got lethal next turn anyway in so many different ways.
Looks like he thinks the same. And Luker, Potion of Heroism, can give him 1 card draw, but not a single card will get him out of this. He needs about 2 of them and the mana to play them.
Yeah, and he's not even got Call to Arms left for some sort of crazy double Righteous Protector. Well, one of them's gone anyway, but you know. There's just nothing there, I don't think.
1 card off for Luker, not finding the steed off the top, instead the Heroism. So he'll be locked out, and Posesi's going to go up 1-0 in the series on the back of the Combo Priest. Not really having the combo this game.
Yeah, Luca won't be too disappointed, though, because that was a matchup he's just not expected to win at all. As soon as he saw the queue up, it's like,